Final question, is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
I keep everything right here. Or right here.
There you go. That's how you do it, right? Y'all have an amazing...
In the United States, the rapper Sean Diddy Combs has been accused of rape and abuse by his former girlfriend. Cassandra Ventura said she had suffered for years in silence and darkness. But after filing a lawsuit in a New York court yesterday, she said she was ready to speak up about the trauma. Well, Mr. Combs vehemently denies the allegations. Our entertainment reporter Rishi Davda reports.
Don't stop now, straight to the top now.
One of hip-hop's most recognisable faces, Diddy's a music mogul who sought out success for himself and helped launch the careers of others. One of those he signed to his label in 2005, Cassie, has now accused Diddy, whose real name is Sean Combs, of abuse and beating. Cassie, born Cassandra Ventura, dated Combs and says the producer raped and beat her over 10 years, starting when she was just 19 and he was 37. Singer Ventura claims that Mr. Combs plied her with drugs and alcohol and sex trafficked her, forcing her to sleep with male prostitutes. In a statement saying, "After years of silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story and to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships."
This being a civil case, he has obviously much less to worry about than if this was a criminal case. But just the allegations are something that is not just going to go away. This is going to be a time-consuming and financially consuming ordeal for him, and it's also hurting his reputation.
His lawyers say after first trying to blackmail the businessman, Miss Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, hoping to tarnish the rapper's reputation and win a payday. But her lawyers now believe she's giving a voice to all women who suffer in silence. Rishi Davda, ITV News.
As a woman who loves herself, it just does not make sense. I just can't get over how women work in America. Y'all will legit stay with a man, allow him to mistreat you, and then you will play like a victim and say, "Oh, well, he just beat me." Girl, you allowed it. The moment you flinch at me, I'm out the door. I don't understand that mindset of being a victim. Oh, what do you mean? He abused her by choice? After the first time, he gave you a pill. Why didn't you get out the car and say, "I'm not finna deal with this man"? Y'all mamas and daddies are not teaching y'all how to be treated. But even if they're not, when you become an adult, you know you feel pain. Why are you going to deal with somebody? Because of money? Because you don't want to give up a lifestyle? Well, then you're not a victim. You're a participant. You women in America have been trained to be a participant in situations where you should be removing yourself. And then years later, you want to sue him. He only did what you allowed. If you left, he wouldn't have been able to do it. You see how that works?
Cassie sues P. Diddy for $30 million. So singer Cassie done filed a lawsuit against P. Diddy, you know what I'm saying, accusing him of a whole lot of things. I'm like, if Diddy was out here doing what that woman said he did, man, he's a sick individual, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, come on, man. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? She done said, this man asked her, "What do you call your grandfather?" She said, "Pop." He said, "Well, call me that." You want this woman to call you what she called her granddad, my nigga? I mean, it was so much in that joint. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. But you do got people saying like, "Hey, why are you now just coming out over this?" You know what I'm saying? You was with that man damn near 10 years and you stayed with him. If it was that bad, why ain't you leave? You know what I'm saying? Those are questions that Cassie's gonna have to answer. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Diddy's been accused of a lot of things. A whole lot of people done said some shit about Diddy, and I'm like, everybody can't be lying. I mean, damn, everybody lying. But this dude Diddy, man, if what that woman is saying is true, my nigga, you foul for real, man. You sick, man. You something wrong with you, my nigga.
Yeah, and also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Love.
Yes, boss. Back in here again once again, man. Listen. I told you, boy, Diddy is not somebody to be trusted. I did a video about him, and it's like a lot of things is lining up, dog. And I said it in that same video. There were allegations that Diddy used Cassie is a pawn. You get what I'm saying? Used her, pimped her out, all of this extra stuff, and now it's all coming to the forefront. I said this before, and I'm gonna say this again, dog. We in the age of revelation, dog. Not so much the end, but the great revealing, dog. A lot of stuff that people hid, they can't hide it anymore. You see all this stuff about different celebrities getting exposed, the stuff that they do behind closed doors is now coming to the forefront, right? And now, I had a lot of great clips that I had played, and one of the best ones I like, of course, shout outs to Clone Tatiana and also E-Man the Truth, E-Man the Future. Basically, Clone Tatiana, she said something that was very crucial, and I'm gonna really stick a pin on that, right? She basically dropped a message saying, yo, people will only do to you what you allow them to. And that's true. However, there are some people who don't know their value. You get what I'm saying? Now, this one is a little bit different. She knows who Diddy is. Everybody knows who Diddy is. Everybody knows that Diddy has what? Money. You feel me? She was 19 years old messing with Diddy. Diddy's 37, right? 18-year difference. Now, to my understanding, she was getting paid like, I think, $250,000 a month, or if not every 3 months. Don't quote me on that, but she was getting a nice chunk of change for basically being Diddy's like I don't know what you want to call that, like a fun girl or whatever the case may be. You getting broken off, right? Now you want to come out years later and speak about the situation. I'm not going to wrong anybody for coming out and speaking out on something, because you don't know the severity of something that somebody went through. And she was raped. That's something serious. You get what I'm saying? That's not something I condone, not something I'll say, oh, you got raped, why are you saying it now? Certain things that people went through that was traumatic, it sets in on them, and it takes them some time before they want to come out and speak on the situation. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, for her to come out and now speak about this situation, something that she was holding in on the inside for a long time, guess what? Now she wants money for it. She wants compensation. And I'm going to be real. She's saying she wants $30 million. I'm not saying that's too much. I'm not saying that's too little. But what I'm saying is, I think she might be able to pull it off, dog. Who knows? I think she might be able to win this case, bro, because with all the allegations that Diddy has, or all the extra things that Diddy has against him, and strong evidence and certain people coming out and backing her, that's something where everything can go in her favor. You know what I'm saying? Now, E-Man said something that was very crucial as well, saying, yo, like, you were raped, but, you know, that's something that you came out later on, you spoke about, and if Diddy's the one that's doing these things, you're sick. That's very true. Now, Jaguar Wright came out and said something in a clip. I did not have it. I couldn't find it. But she basically said that Diddy was groomed by his mentor, Andre Harrell, who was very power hungry, and he showed him like what you could do with power. You get what I'm saying? And Diddy wanted that same power, and he got it, to the point where he uses it on other people in the industry. Because if you don't know by now, Diddy is a gatekeeper. Diddy has access to getting you on, putting you somewhere big. That's why you have a lot of different people who will go and party with Puff. You feel me? Because they know that Puff is down with the get down, and he's going to be able to put me in a strong position of power. Something. You feel me? Because he's a gatekeeper. But at the end of the day, you have to understand that there's a lot of things that goes on behind closed doors. People don't speak out about certain things. I don't know if it's a money thing, but at the end of the day, I'm not calling this situation as that. She was raped. All of this abused, like damn near used like a sex slave in a way. You feel me? And that's something that will screw with somebody if you took advantage of somebody at a young age and they didn't know any better. Yes, she was young. Yes, she knew who it was Diddy. But at the end of the day, that's a situation where you could see 37 and a 19-year-old. That's a strong imbalance, dog. That calls for a grounding of somebody's gonna get manipulated, and you can tell who's gonna get manipulated. You get what I'm saying? So it sounds like her whole relationship with Diddy pretty much was like a narcissistic one. You feel me? And she has a lot of pain from it. You have to understand that whenever somebody goes through something traumatic, whether rape, torture, abuse, whatever the case may be, and they get to see these people all the time, it kind of brings back up memories and certain things that have went on. So it kind of forces a person to either stay quiet or speak up about the situation. You get what I'm saying? So kudos to her for going ahead and doing that. However, though, this is where things get a little bit interesting, right? Diddy is being faced with $30 million for a lawsuit, right? Now, there's a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, they're after this. There's going to be somebody who's going to want to come out and say something about Diddy and his behaviors and certain things that he does. You've seen him on these Drink Champs and all these different interviews calling the next man daddy and all of that. You feel me? People that's not even his real father, he calling them daddy, dog. All that spiciness, bro. I'm telling you right now, I said this before, bro. There's a lot of dudes, they play chess in the industry and they know how to play it on a different type of a level. Where it's like, okay, I got me a young hot girl. I could use her as a pawn for other guys to want to sleep with, and that could land me in certain positions or that could put me on certain places. You get what I'm saying? These are little games that some people play. But it came out that he had a fetish where the dudes would smash them and he'd record and then whack off to it. You feel me? Which, dog, rich people who have all this money, they have nothing but time in the world and some crazy ass fetishes and fantasies, dog, including Diddy. But at the end of the day, this is something that she's suffering from and now she wants to be compensated for it. So my thing is this, to be honest, bro. The fact that she based her whole catalog like, you know, if certain things would have never happened for me, I could have went farther. Not saying she could have, she couldn't, but 30 million based on worth on what it is that you probably might have accumulated. I don't know if it was that high. That's mainly what it sounds like it was based off of this lawsuit. The amount of compensation and as well as that being abused and raped and all of that shit. That all factors into it. But the fact that she's going for this lawsuit, I just want to understand from other people's opinion. Do you think she has a strong chance to win? Do you think this is a clout chase? What is your take on the situation? Because as soon as I heard this, I immediately thought about that video I did previously about Diddy, dog. Diddy out here getting people knocked off. Diddy out here got power. He got money, so he could do anything that he wants to. Now I'm going to stick a big pin and drop a big bomb for you, dog. I hope you're ready for this. Cassie said that she's going to be releasing a tell-all book. Now, you know how this goes. Whenever somebody drops a tell-all book or wants to drop a tell-all book, it's only a matter of time before they get killed. And I'm telling you right now, Diddy is like undefeated. Diddy took out like all the Uptown Records and he took out his ex-wife. So Diddy rolling the dice hot right now. You feel me? I'm not wishing nothing bad on nobody. I'm going to say that right now. But I'm just here to tell you, just the mere fact that Cassie said she's going to release a tell-all book and people are going to be willing to chime in on that, I'm telling you right now, if she doesn't get a chance to drop that book, you know why. Diddy is not playing. Diddy is like 4-0 and like 4-1 right now. Anybody who tried to drop a tell-all book about Diddy, he got him up out of the game. So that's why I said this situation is very serious. I want to speak on it and I want to see what happens, because the mere fact she just came out with this and said, yes, I'm coming out with a tell-all book. I'm not putting a time frame on her life, dog. So don't get that squared away. But let's mark this date, dog, because nobody has ever dropped a tell-all book about Diddy, dog. And we're in mid-November. If she's able to release that tell-all book, let me tell you something. God is on her side, boy, because once Diddy has his name out there and it's in a tell-all book, you can't really run from it no more. How many people have came out and said something about Diddy, dog? You got 50 Cent. You got all these different rappers. You have people who are in the industry like Jaguar Wright who came out and said certain things. You have to understand that when multiple people say the same thing, and it's like constant and it's like proven in other ways, then it must be true. You feel me? Not saying it has to be, but in his case, yes, it's true, dog. You feel me? So you can only imagine how much dirt Cassie has on him. You feel me? So the fact that she's willing to push the limit and go ahead and drop a tell-all book really says that, yo, she got a lot of balls, dog. And the fact that he actually used that girl, like, I wouldn't say used her in like a, well, yeah, she got used, you feel me? They both use each other, you feel me? You got paid hella money. You were like a call girl in a way, you feel me? But you were getting paid like damn near $250,000 a month, dog. So I don't really know how to call it as that, dog. But you have to understand this, and this is another learning lesson out of it, right? Despite as much money that she was making in her position, it wasn't good enough, dog. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because money doesn't replace morals, your soul, your values. You get what I'm saying? Lord knows the things that she had to probably do. She probably had dudes running trains on her, dog. And at the same time, you're getting paid $250,000 a month just to do whatever it is that I want. That man probably got hella videos on her with different dudes doing different things. You get what I'm saying? So it's like on a whole nother scale right now. You feel me? You don't know what the situation is. That's why I played that little clip at the beginning, because she made sure she told the reporter whatever it is, it stays right here. It stays between us. You get what I'm saying? You can tell that Diddy put some fear in that girl, dog. That girl got to be in fear for her life. But at the same time, in certain fear in a person, and a person has to live, wants to live, and a person isn't made to be silenced, dog, a person is going to speak up eventually, dog. If they got balls, they going to speak up about it. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, just remember this, bro. Being abused, raping, whatever, that shit is not something that's acceptable. It's not respected. It's not cool at all, dog. When you do stuff like that, you're taking something from somebody that they never intended to give you, bro. And the sad part about that is, it's like robbery, dog, in a different kind of a way, dog. You robbed a person, dog. You feel me? There's people that I've met that were victims of rape, were pregnant by rape. You get what I'm saying? And they had to, like, you get what I'm saying? Not going too deep into it, dog. But what I'm trying to tell you is that there are certain people that they have to live with that stuff. That's something that stays with them mentally, and they have to heal from that. You feel me? So just remember these little things and what it is that I tell you, bro. Abuse, hitting your spouse, that's not acceptable. That's not cool, bro. That's not something that's kosher, dog. Don't practice that. You feel me? If you have anger problems, you have to deal with it in a different kind of way. Don't take that out on the other person. You feel me? We're all people. You feel me? We all make mistakes. We all have certain things we need to work on, but it doesn't make it right to take out your anger on somebody else, physically, emotionally, mentally, all of those type of things. You get what I'm saying? That being said, remember this. Words can help you. They can hurt you. But here on my channel, I use them to uplift you, because everybody's a champion. Nobody's a loser, man. It's your boy 444 The World. Peace.